So yes, here we are. We're gonna grow Grandpa. I mean, give me a sec, I'll put on my costume. One moment. Blunk. Blunk. And where's my flashlight? There we go. I excused Adrian during music class today and spoke with her about her recent string of demerits. I can certainly understand Mrs. Richardson's classroom observations concerning Adrian's emotional state. She was, of course, intensely shy when we first met. As I understand, she is similarly withdrawn in her classroom activities and only speaks or acts when she absolutely must. Before the meeting, I read Mrs. Richardson's parent-teacher report, which allowed me to estimate some about Adrian's home life. The parents are well educated and come from a prestigious background, but they lack time to properly nurture Adrian. She is often alone, and when she is not, the parents seem to not understand the importance of warmth and affirmation when dealing with someone so young. Having two parents of this reserved and icy temperament exacts an inhibition in a child. The child's imagination is subdued, but only ostensibly, for it eventually finds its way into regular life. I surmised that I would be able to reach out to Adrian by way of make-believe. Okay, hello, you look kind of like Wednesday Addams, I guess? How are you liking your new house? The basement. I like that. The basement? Yeah, well, there's a lot of cool stuff. Mom and Dad sent me down there. Your mom and dad made you go? Yeah, but there's lots of cool stuff. That's not why they sent me down there, though. Why did they send you down there? Fighting. They were fighting, shouting. I came in to help and they shouted at me. They said, go clean up downstairs, so I went. It's all right, Adrian. Maybe you can tell me more about the basement instead. Okay, well, it was weird down there at first, the stuff down there, but cool. I found something living, sort of. That's very interesting, Adrian. Please tell me more. By indulging her in her fantasies and stories, I was able to glean more of an understanding of Adrian's anxiety surrounding her home and parents. Whatever might come of our next meeting, whether she will engage in similar make-believe, I will set down her story here. Adrian's story begins with her delving into the basement with a trash receptacle and the goal of cleaning up. Upon removing the plastic trash bags from the wall, she noticed their interior lining was covered in glass. Like a window, I offered. No, she said, like a mirror, reflecting inward toward the animal they covered. I gently asked her what exactly this animal was. Here is where the material of reality in the story took a turn for the explicitly fantastic and imaginary. Oh! Upon her discovery of it, at her gaze, it grew or extended its shaggy-haired self. Hair like the fur of a dog, I offered. No, she said. Not the fur of a dog, nor the hair on her head. It grew out towards her, the animal's hair reaching out. It was hard, standing almost straight like the hair on a brush. A bristle, I offered. Yes, she said. She was very afraid at first, but then very curious. I asked her what else was in the room. More things hidden away. She said things of Grandpa's as well. First, she found a hidden passage under the stairs. Inside were strange dolls, magic objects, naked, faceless figures. Once she removed the panel and found the magical hidden passage, she was very specific about what she took. She found a magic book, a magic doll, a photo of her late grandpa, and magic glue. Mannequins, of course. Take doll. Oh, slouching doll. As material is rough and coarse. Okay. Just gotta grow my grandpa, yeah! It's definitely not Jade the Unwanted this time. Papers crudely bound together to form a book. Eurasian steppe shamanism and the fusiform Gyrus, the interdisciplinary study in sympathetic magic. A dissertation by Jacob Hart. Okay, what's this? Oh, your grandpa looks like Waluigi. Wah! Glue! All-purpose glue, which is apparently magic. I interrupted to ask what she did with these magical, mysterious materials. Grow Grandpa, she explained plainly, and then, without missing a beat, she continued on with her story. Grandpa lives in the cage in the other room, the cage behind the door. They grew people in the cage. Door. A hastily written note. Excuse me, I would like to read that note. Beyond the door in the room, the cage was hidden, concealed in another cloak of inward-facing mirrors. A hidden cage lined with mirrors, it is strange, almost poetic, the elaborate fantasy of self-reflection, concealment, and captivity. At the cage, she finally cast her spell, but it was confusing, she confided at first. She took the magic doll, the magic glue, and the photo of her grandpa, and she combined them, and she wished very hard. Human representation, generic human figure, glued together. Oh! A tangible symbol of intention and desire. She put Grandpa in the cage, assuming that was part of the ritual. She was not clear on how it worked. She wished with all her heart, and then she told me she waited for a while for something to happen, and after that time, she began to cry. I cried really hard, she said. I wanted Grandpa to be back. I wanted my parents to stop being so mean. And it hurt me. It heard me wish for my grandpa to come back and for my parents to be different. I asked her what exactly she meant. She could only repeat what she said. By this time, lunch was almost over. I said goodbye to Adrian and she left to rejoin her class. I was left to consider our conversation. I believe the storytelling strategy I have employed was not unfruitful, but I must probe deeper if I can. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to certain topics or keywords you can discuss with Grandpa. You have gained the conversation topic, wish. You have also gained the following keyword, shell. Week 2. I met again with Adrian in order to address her emotional outbursts in the past few weeks. It is our second time meeting, and while it is standard practice to have multiple sessions with a troubled student, as I assembled a report for the counseling department, I could not help but think, as we sat down in my office, that Adrian already seemed to show remarkable change in self-esteem and confidence, and perhaps my and Mrs. Richardson's estimation of her as emotionally disturbed was erroneous. When I began once again asking about her parents, her feelings regarding her new school and her new home, she quickly lost what new confidence she had gathered up and withdrew again into herself. So once again, I partook in some collaborative make-believe, but this time I was aided by the fact that I had managed to do some research into Adrian's grandfather, and had some insight into what she might actually be finding in the basement. Now this may be overstepping my bounds as some school counseling caseworker, but this was all in the service of making Adrian comfortable and happy in this learning environment. He was some sort of anthropologist or linguist or neuroscientist. I did not have to dig that deep before the scope of his work became dizzying and I ran up against the limits of my undergraduate education. What is your grandpa like? Is he a smart man? Not anymore, but I'm teaching him. So he's grown a good deal then. You have been feeding him well? Yeah, he is getting bigger, but he has a lot of room in his cage. He's still behind the bars? Yeah, well, he might be able to climb out eventually. There's this vent in the ceiling. Or perhaps if he climbs out, I could meet him someday. Yeah, maybe. But he's not ready to leave. He can't take care of himself. I have to feed him, pick up after him. Oh, you store the food in your lunchbox? That's nice of you to share. He can almost talk. You cannot speak with him? He doesn't have a mouth, sort of. Oh. He has a mouth on the outside, on his shell, or the stuff that is his skin. I'm a little confused. Maybe you can go through a typical day with your grandpa? Okay. According to Adrian, in the week that had passed, much had changed in the basement. Everything from before was gone. Okay. Wake Grandpa. It was scary at first, she said. The way he moved, the way the dull skin covered him. I wanted to interject. This somehow seemed inappropriate, but I kept listening. When I look at him, she continued, when I think about him, he grows and moves. It's like he's growing for me. So he's growing bigger now, I asked. Yes, she said, bigger every day. Oh! I hate it! This begins the actual growing part of growing your grandpa. Beneath the doll's burlap skin, the follicles knit together what resembles a proper person, your grandpa. You are in charge of its cognitive development and diet until it is able to sustain itself. Time to clean. Let's see if I find anything. I found blueberries. It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Folder full of radiographic images. You can examine this later at the study corner. Okay. A simple paper doll might be useful in construction of magic symbols. Okay. Cool. I guess. Bulbous growth. Something appears to be growing from the wall. You take a closer look. Oh god. Oh god! A pulsating sac. The slimy membrane of its skin seems to be containing something. Hello. I can teach it hello. Corroded battery. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat it, however. Oh my god. Educational posters. Oh look, it's the alphabet! Woo! Okay, let me search some file cabinet. Oh god, what's that? Cashews! Nice. Oh hey, Grandpa! I can teach it how to say Grandpa. Awesome. I'm doing what my parents told me to do, which is to come down here and clean. You remove the taped down fabric to reveal the cabinet's wooden bottom. Oh, a note regarding cleanup procedures. Biohazard bin. Okay. Let's see. Go to kitchen corner. Search upper fridge. Lettuce! And a banana. I guess I'll conceal fiberglass insulation? Examine Grandpa, noting its movements, respiration, and general mood. Grandpa seems sort of sluggish and bored. You get the feeling it may be more content once fed or taught a word or two. Feed Grandpa. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Causing some indigestion. With the sudden lurch, Grandpa empties its stomach contents onto the floor. Pulled together in front of the cage. Okay, you know what? I don't know. Go to Grandpa. Examine stomach. Still somewhat wet. Okay, so now got a key. I know I saw a safe somewhere. Cabinet. Bottom drawer. Pops open. Aha! A photo of your mother as a young woman. I can't pick up any of this other stuff. Okay, well. Wait, I wanted to go to Grandpa right quick. I gotta teach him words. Teach Grandpa. Hi! I don't like this. Oh. Alright. Time to teach him one more word. Yes, I'm gonna teach him the word Grandpa. I hate it. Oh, he actually did alright with that one. Alright. I think I'm done for this week, so let me save. Ease. End week. Yes. Mrs. Richards approached me the other day in order to remark on Adrian's development. She noted how much more at ease she appeared when called upon in class, or when asked to participate in group exercises. I told her I had seen this change happening as well, and that as much as I would like to take credit for it, I can only guess dimly at what might be reshaping her attitude. Mrs. Richards posited that it was perhaps Adrian's family moving into their grandfather's property that caused the change. It apparently is out in the country, in a wooded area, full of wide open space and far from the bustle and noise of the city. I determined, perhaps, the storytelling she was and continues to engage in should not be encouraged by me, at least not in the way I went about it before when I made active inquiries into her strange fantasy of a semi-sentient ball of skin. When I saw Adrian, I did not bring up her grandpa or ask questions about his growth. Adrian could not stop talking about it, however. I had no choice but to weather her bizarre and enthusiastic effusions about her new best friend. He's gotten so big, he has so many whiskers that come out and I can see them move around when I think about him. Once again, for what it's worth, I have put down the story she told me as best as I could. Adrian once again told me about growing her grandpa. Alright. Back to the trash piles, we're at it again. Oh, I found a kiwi. Top drawer, what do we got? More trash, woo! And doll faces. Woo! I hate it. What this? Potato! Guys, I found a potat! The potat will save us all. What this? Life. I get to teach him the word life. Indecision. Wow, I'm teaching him the big words now. And a strawberry. Yay. Go to Grandpa. Observe. How you doing? Oh, he's even more spindly. You examine Grandpa, noting its movements, respiration, and general mood. Grandpa's gums are bleeding slightly, and its skin seems overly dry. It may need food packed with vitamin C. A kiwi fruit would be an excellent remedy. Take that. That should help. Get that vitamin C. The meal appears to have been sufficient. Okay. Pair with the battery. Okay. I put the battery in the pair. Cause some indigestion. Okay. Go back over to Grandpa and examine the stomach content. Scissors! I can go cut into the bulbous growths now, I think? Trash pile. Bulbous growth. I cut it open. Oh god, however you just barely hear near silent slithering of something, or maybe it's just, oh god. I hate it! I hate it! Oh god. Anthropoid Remnant 2. Grandpa may enjoy the flesh. Alright, I know there's another bulbous growth somewhere. It's not possible to take a look inside. Okay. I hate it. There's another one. Ew. Anthropoid Remnant 1. I will feed you, Grandpa. It's okay. I'll give you this one. Oh. Sends its cilia into a wave of frenzy. I don't like that. It said not to feed it meat, but I fed it meat. I'll give you a potato. Here, have this. Maybe that wasn't the best choice. Oh god. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes to its favorite corner. Okay. Let me teach Grandpa first. Life. Yes. Okay. You're doing alright. You're doing alright. Let me chat with him first. Grandpa accedes to your request. It approaches the bars and begins to unknit its skin. Oh! The inner Grandpa, though still not fully formed, is revealed. It may be fruitful to speak with it if it can respond. Ew! 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 Ask about wish. Grandpa still struggles somewhat to speak due to its underdeveloped tongue. The Auroch can be hunger transformed. Desire is fulfilled by pain. Your grandpa doesn't have the right words right now. I can only say I love you. Love is not enough though. Desire is not enough. Project it outwards. Make it true to yourself. If only in symbol, then it will be enough. For me and for you. It's about Grandpa's shell. Something to grow in. My skin is not the doll skin. My skin is not like your skin either. I can still feel your eyes on me inside my shell. I have many eyes to see, but I don't need them as much as I need your eyes, with which I can understand as seeing me. There is a cycle of attention. You give me myself, but I am still not that. Slowly I form a human shape, and you see me more as human, and I become that. It's about little friends. The little ones, they grew like seeds off my skin, worms fall off my body, thoughts falling off of me, dreams put there by others. When I was under the ground, I made only very few. Shepherds walked through the grave, and I saw them lusting for their wives, and my skin made their loving faces. I called them out into the darkness with their loved voices. One by one I took their shapes and their skin and blood. That was a long time ago, before stone buildings, before orders of angels and words and symbols. I'm sorry, Grandpa is thinking, but there's little left over from others too. I am still so hungry for flesh, part of me is. I would even eat one of them that fell off of me. Well, I gave you one earlier. You motion to Grandpa to approach and point to the thin protuberance. Grandpa silently ambles closer to the bars and fully extends it towards you. Okay. The minuscule needle extends from the tip. There appears to be one more thing you must give, if only for the sake of propriety. Blood. Okay. Grandpa appreciated your blood offering. It will receive a symbol or totem from you now, although only one per offering. Here, take this. You approach the bars and hold out the mother symbol you created. Grandpa's spines quickly reach out and envelop the doll before drawing back. The doll quickly vanishes within the folds of Grandpa's skin. Constructing and then offering your mother's image to Grandpa, symbolically sated by blood, instills you a concrete sense of completion. Although Grandpa must receive both mother and father totem before the fulfillment of your wish is assured. Would you like to end the week? Yes. I am done. Mother doll was given week 4. Alright. The time I have to spend compiling an evaluation on Adrian is almost up, and I still can't say what to make of her changes in mood. It is of course the case that children of Adrian's age are nowhere near finished learning and growing. I may have to simply be happy that Adrian was able to improve her attitude. However, something in the odd and occasionally grotesque stories she continues to bring up still strike me as meaningful. How's your week been, Adrian? Grandpa is almost ready. He's almost finished. Well, sort of. He's almost as big as his shell now. He has a face and he can talk pretty well, and almost has legs. I see. As before, I have put down the story she told me as best as I could. Once again, Adrian told me about growing her grandpa. We're back at it again, folks. Wait, is that bar soap? Such a strange game. Meaning. Okay. Bulbous growth. Hi. I hate you. It's an anthropoid remnant. Oh, what that? Is that flatbread? It looks like flatbread. Is that flatbread? Yes! Flatbread! What that? Found a mushroom! And symbol. Well, first let me go check on him. Go to Grandpa. Observe. Oh, he's sitting in a chair now. Grandpa seems fatigued and almost anemic. Some of his spine is appear brittle. Perhaps some more corrupted find iron-rich meal like meat. Okay, good. I saved something specifically for this. Feed Grandpa. Hello. So, I'm gonna give you this first. Okay, it threw up. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh god, you got creepy. Oh, flashlight. Nice. I can go check that dark corner. I'll feed you first, though. Okay, you need some meat. Cilia wave in a frenzy. Oh god. Here you go. Now the proboscis is back. Alright, give me this flatbread. There you go. And then this mushroom. There you go. Take those. Take those. Step away. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes towards its favorite corner. Okay, there you go. Now we're gonna go over to that dark corner. Aha! That's another paper doll. Waste bin. I haven't found a code for this yet. Wonder if there's a code somewhere over here in the study corner. Oh. Actually, I didn't know I could take those down. Okay. The researcher will seal the enclosed bars, ensuring minimal gas leakage during the later fumigating process, and then retrieve the burn barrel and place it near the enclosure. Wait for any smoke to be properly cleared by the fan system. Oh, there's my code. Haha, code. So I need to go this way. Waste bin. 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5. All right. Photo of your father as a young man. Okay. There we go then. I can do that and that. Glue together. Okay. Go to Grandpa. So first we're going to teach him meaning. So he's figuring it out bit by bit. Oh damn, he full on standing there. Hi! How's it going, Grandpa? I don't like it. I don't like it in the slightest. Alright, gotta do another blood offering. Okay, thanks, guys. Blood. Okay. Grandpa has appreciated your blood offering. It will receive a symbol or totem from you now. Offer father doll. Grandpa's friends quickly reach out and envelop the doll before drawing back. The doll quickly vanishes within the folds of Grandpa's skin. Constructing and then offering your father's image to Grandpa, symbolically sated by blood, instills in you a concrete sense of completion. Grandpa gives a soft, affirming grunt as it senses deep within your mind the ritual transformation of your desire. Alright, let's chat. Let's chat. Oh god. I hate this. It has a face now. Grandpa loudly clears its throat before gently responding in a lucid, well-projected voice. Thank you so much for completing the contract. I'll definitely help you out with your parents. Just give me a little time and I'll be ready to act. I think you'll be very happy. Your grandpa is very happy too. You did it all by yourself, you know. I couldn't have helped you if I tried. I would have really not have liked to. Well, I did not want you to complete the contract. I would have hated that. But do you understand why I would have had to? Maybe you don't. So much of your lives are made up, and yet what comes to pass was always once a fiction. You doubt yourself and your plans before they'd even begun. and you believe what is in front of you as if the essence of things was not something you put there long ago. Too much doubt can suffocate even the surest thing. Only with patience and growth and nurturing does something become what it will be. As soon you shall see. I wonder if he has more to say about anything now. You're asking me about your wish? When you wished for me to come back, that's when I knew I would. Your desperation was strong, and your wish for your parents as well. If you give me what I want, I'll give you what you want. But desperation and love is not enough. People deep down know they can't get what they wish for without some transformation. You know you will not get it without some movement on your part. So it is not enough to just wish, which you know will not work. You must wish and a little more to transform your intention into something that might fructify, or for desire to become reality. Okay. Goodbye. All right. That was interesting. I'm going to end this week. Actually, let me save first. End week. We're on to week 5. I met with Adrian one final time in order to see if I could not reach some sort of resolution regarding her emotional trouble. In these past few weeks, according to the reports of her teachers and peers, she has shown a remarkable transformation in conduct. I would also add my voice to this consensus. It seems as if our time together much has changed for the better. I am not suggesting our meetings were the sole source of her sea change. I think something has happened in her home life that has reoriented Adrian completely. She seems to suggest as much, at least in her usually esoteric way, when we last spoke. Something tells me something may have changed with Grandpa. Yes, well, something did change. I will write down her words verbatim here. I went down the stairs like I always did, but I sort of felt like something was different. My parents weren't arguing, and I felt something had changed with Grandpa too. There was a weird noise, but I wasn't afraid. I have a feeling I'm not going to like this. Well! I think Grandpa had to leave, but before he left, he made my parents nice. He reached inside and changed them. That was my wish. Maybe even what I was growing wasn't really my grandpa. Grandpa left what was growing behind. He is gone now. He moved quickly out to I don't know where, but I'll always love him. I dismissed Adrian soon after, letting her know it was a pleasure getting to know her. Despite my apprehensiveness about the speed of the turnaround she has made, I cannot see any reason why Adrian should be considered for further evaluation. As a counselor for Adrian, I let it be known that I believe she is of sound mental and emotional health. I am pleased to see things turn out this way, and if I may make a brief addendum, by happenstance, Mrs. Richardson bumped into the Hart family the other day while running an errand. She told me the parents were a little odd, but very pleasant, and quite clearly they adored their child, and that she had never seen Adrian happier. There are 2 endings in Growing My Grandpa. You got the fulfilled contract ending. So yeah, okay, that was Growing My Grandpa. Oh my god, that was a weird one. I grew Grandpa, and he fixed parents. They no longer fight, which is honestly a relatively happy ending. So yeah, there's that. Okay, we're done growing Grandpa. We're done with that for now. That can go away for now. Okay, so thank you all so much for coming out and hanging out with us. Thank you so much for being awesome and for supporting my stream. But for now, hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time. Have a good night.